You are listening to the book. Yes, there is a hell, yes, there is a devil, yes, there is karma. Author, Samael. Weor. Chapter 2. The three aspects of the interior of the earth. Question, Master, based on what you have previously explained, should we understand that under the interior stratum of our planet only infradimensions exist, and the superdimensions, which correspond to the heavens, can only be found above the Earth's stratum? Answer, distinguished gentlemen, your question is certainly interesting and I am going to answer it right away. It is good that all of you understand that this planetary organism on which we live has three aspects in its interior clearly defined. First, the merely physical mineral region. Second, the superdimensional zone. Third, the infradimensional zone. Question, in accepting that the three aspects you have told us about exist in the Earth's interior, and in my case, I accepted hypothetically, are we to come to the conclusion that the 9 celestial spheres coexist with the hells which correspond to the infradimensions? Perhaps it is fitting that the heavens are situated in the same place as the hells? Answer, esteemed gentlemen, it is urgent to understand totally that everything in nature and in the cosmos is the sum of addition and subtraction of dimensions that mutually penetrate and interpenetrate without being confused. There is a Hermetic postulate which says as it is above so it is below. Apply this postulate to the topic in question. It is obvious that within the interior of our planetary organism, the 9 heavens have their correlations in accordance with the law of correspondence and analogies. These 9 heavens, within the interior of the planetary organism on which we live, are intelligently correlated with the 9 profound zones of our planet Earth. However, I still have not explained this question in depth. The real fact is that these 9 heavens have their atomic center of gravitation, located exactly in the center of the planet Earth. In other words, ladies and gentlemen, what I want to say to you all is that the 9 heavens gravitate from the central atom of the planet Earth, extending far beyond the whole of the solar system. This same process is repeated with each of the planets of the solar system of ours. Question, this account, Venerable Master, appears very beautiful to me and fits perfectly into the gaps of my understanding, but I must declare that in accordance with logical precepts, the explanation you have given us cannot be demonstrated with clarity. Therefore, how can we verify your affirmations? Answer, esteemed gentlemen, your question is disquieting. Unquestionably, formal logic leads us to error. It is not through such logic that we can reach experience of what is real. We need a superior logic which fortunately exists. Ouspensky has already written the Tertium Organum, the third canon of thought. It is clear that a sense of unity exists in the mystical experience of many transcendent people. Such men, through the development of certain cognitive faculties, have directly verified by themselves the reality of the infernal worlds in the interior of this planet on which we live. What is interesting in all of this is that the information given by these adepts is so similar in spite of the fact that these men are from different places on Earth. Question, are you saying then, Master, that only a certain and very reduced number of adepts, who have struck lucky, have these cognitive powers and are able to verify the infradimensions and superdimensions of the planet and cosmos, as well as those of man himself? Answer. There are a variety of individuals with psychic powers which are developed to a greater or lesser degree in the field of direct experience and the sphere of metaphysical practice. It is obvious that there are disciples and masters. The former can give us more or less incipient information. The latter, the adepts or masters, have faculties immensely superior which enable them to investigate in depth, thus permitting them to speak a clearer, more precise and detailed language. Question, Master, if you have taught us to prove through our own experience what the adepts or enlightened affirm, is it then possible for us, the ignorant, to verify through our own experience the reality of the infernal worlds, apart from the experience of a simple nightmare caused by stomach indigestion? Answer, esteemed sir, it is obvious that direct experience in the metaphysical field is available to individuals who have developed the latent faculties within the human being. However, I want to say very clearly that every person can superficially experience the crude reality of such atomic hells when they fall into these awful nightmares. Undoubtedly, I don't want to say that the aforementioned nightmares allow us to complete verification of the crude reality of the infradimensions of nature. Whoever really wants to live through what lies below the three-dimensional Euclidean world, must develop certain faculties and very special psychic powers. Question, is it possible for every one of us to develop these faculties? Answer, distinguished gentlemen, I want to inform you that the international Gnostic movement has methods and systems by which every human being can develop these psychic faculties consciously and positively. Question, Master, can you tell us what we are to understand about the demons living in a hell of a blazing fire with a tremendous stench of sulfur, wherein beings who in this life have behaved badly are punished? Answer: I am going to reply to this gentleman's question. Unquestionably, there are diverse zones in the submerged regions of the mineral kingdom, beneath the epidermis of the planet Earth. Remember for a moment the igneous zone. It is clearly demonstrated by volcanic eruptions. Let's mention the aqueous zone. No one can deny that there is water in the interior of this planetary organism. Let's think for a minute of the element air. Although it seems incredible, within our planet Earth there are also air currents, special zones. It has even been clearly said that in the interior of this world there is a certain vast region completely empty. In no way can we deny the reality of rocks, sands, stones, metals, etc. Thinking about the concept of a demon or demons, let's also reflect on lost souls. This is really very interesting. Many inhabitants of the